I want to share with you principle number 2 from the bench, which says to ask for it. Let me read this section to you first. That if you ask for it and mean it with your heart, you can have it. Huey says this to Dan. Dan looks at Huey. Really? Huey continues. And you need to be fearless, knowing it will come. It doesn't always happen overnight, but if you do not ask, you can never receive. And I want to share that with you today because this comes from John 14:14, and there's definitely many other verses in the Bible that really speak to this. But John 14:14, Jesus is actually speaking and says, if you ask for it in my name, it will happen. And so we have to ask for it in Jesus' name, but then we also have to take action behind it. We can't just sit and do nothing. We ask for it and we believe it, but we take action behind it. And let me share with you a personal testimony on this. Many years ago, my daughter was young. She was sick for weeks on end, and we kept on going back to the doctor. So finally, after another test, the doctor came back to us and said, it could be leukemia at this point. Well, of course, no parent wants to hear that. And so we didn't want to hear it either. And we immediately just said, we're not willing to accept this just yet. We don't want to go down that route of getting that tested yet. My wife and I looked at each other. We prayed there in the doctor's office and we asked for healing. And, we don't understand why sometimes God does heal and why God doesn't heal sometimes. I can't sit there and tell you that I understand that fully. But what I can tell you is that we asked for healing and we spoke it and we believed it and we constantly asked for it and we took action behind it too. Okay. Well, several weeks passed. My daughter was looking a whole lot better. We went back to the doctor for a follow-up appointment with a scheduled time. Doctor did another test, came back and said, she's healed. There's no evidence of anything. And we right then and there, we knew why. The doctor actually looked at us and said, I've never seen this. I honestly don't know what transpired there. So my point to this is that you really have to believe this. Ask for it. And I always tell people, I said, it's better to ask for it in Jesus' name and take action than to just go ahead and accept what people are telling you that this may happen, it might not happen. Because if you don't ask for it and you don't take action, then you can't expect any changes or any other type of results. Okay? So you have to ask for it and you have to believe that it will happen and take action behind it. I can share with you testimony after testimony, not only mine, but others, where this has come true for them. And I want it to come true for you. So principle number 2 of the 12 steps from the bench is to ask for it.